What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Tudo Kitchen. My name is Chef Lynn, and today we're going to be doing another Jiffy Cornbread hack. Now, the last one that we did so well, and you guys gave me so much positive feedback that I decided to make another kind. I'm doing a Southern Butter Pecan flavor, and I really think that you're going to like this one, maybe even a lot better than the last one, so let's go. All right, y'all. So we're going to start off by talking about these ingredients. What I have here is 2 boxes of Jiffy Cornbread mix. I have about a half a cup of pecans, whatever you want to call them. I have 4 eggs, which we're only going to need 2 of them. We got some brown sugar back here. Again, only around a half a cup or so. Also have about a half a cup of sweetened condensed milk. Also some Bacardi rum, and lastly some maple syrup. Alright, so we're going to go ahead by starting out and dumping our 2 packages of Jiffy Cornbread mix in a bowl. Now, you guys know that when it comes to box recipes, I always tell you guys to make sure you get the lumps out, just because they have a tendency of being really lumpy, but let's do that. Don't skip that step. Alright, now you guys know I also tell you to put a crater in the middle of all sort of baked good things, and especially when you're incorporating dry and wet ingredients, it just works a little easier. We're going to start off with 2/3 cup of whole milk, heavy cream, or half and half. You can also put in 2 eggs. All right, now we're going to add about a half a cup of sweetened condensed milk. Alright, go ahead and mix that up nicely, making sure to incorporate all your wet and dry ingredients evenly. Alright, let's next move on to our cast iron pan. As you can see, I'm taking 2 tablespoons of butter. It was room temperature butter, and I'm just completely smearing it all over the cast iron pan. Make sure you cover each and every inch of this pan. Now we're going to go ahead and add our cornbread mix in there. Make sure you smooth that out a little bit. Now we're going to go ahead and add our pecans on there. Now, you know, you could chop them up a bit if you like, but I just like to keep mine a little bit whole just for the aesthetics. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and take some of our brown sugar and sprinkle that on top. You don't need to use the whole thing, but just about half of it. Now we're going to go ahead and put our cast iron pan in our oven at 400 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes, or until golden brown. Now we're going to go ahead and put our other 2 tablespoons of butter in a pan and let that get nice and melted. And we're going to go ahead and add a tablespoon of brown sugar in there. Mix that up. Make sure, be careful not to let this burn. We're going to now add about a shot of our Bacardi rum, or about 1 ounce or so. Alright, now that that's starting to boil, we're going to go ahead and now we're going to add in about a 1/4 cup of maple syrup. If you don't have maple syrup, then this recipe ain't going to work. You need to get maple syrup, guys. Go ahead and let that boil and bubble. And we're going to also let it simmer until we got a nice sauce. Alright, after about 15 or 20 minutes, we're going to go ahead and take our cornbread out the oven. And we're going to start to cut it just like I'm doing now. I let it cool for about 5 minutes just because I don't like things that are piping hot at the oven and then immediately cut it. You really shouldn't do that with anything. But just take your time, guys. It's a little bit harder to cut because there's pecans on top, but that's okay. If you just take your time, you'll literally get through this. Alright, after you cut it in 8 equal slices, we're going to go ahead and take our sauce and just drizzle it all over the top. Do it however you like. You can start from the middle, you can start from the outside. I kind of like to make a little spiral. We're not going to completely drench this with it because it's not necessary. But there we go, guys. I hope you guys can enjoy this Southern Butter Pecan, and I hope I can change your outlook on Jiffy Cornbread and how to hack it. Enjoy, guys.